Be back up. You may need to refresh your stream. Hi, Keiko. Hello, Kitty. Doing squeaky cat. Should be back up and running now, hopefully. Got sound coming through now, so that's a big bonus. So let's try PT again. So there's supposed to be sound like right off the bat. There we go. So you wake up in this room. This is actually running the Fox engine, which is the same engine that Metal Gear Solid 5 runs. Yeah, I think it's pulled up my save because that paper bag normally starts talking to you. Yes, a paper bag talks to you. Yeah, so it's basically, you're trapped in this house. Sometimes the lighting will change, sometimes lights will be on, sometimes they'll be off. You have to look for certain notebook pieces. Crazy things will happen, pictures will change. You'll see people outside the windows. Sometimes this bathroom door will be closed. And, yeah, that's nice and wonderful. Oh yeah, this is definitely a horror game. Silent Hill was originally a PlayStation game. Hear them calling to me from hell. So this was originally a PlayStation game. It was third person, kind of like Resident Evil. But then like it's going to be like first person. So Kojima originally put this out. It was called PT. Nobody knew what it was. Oh, look at that. So now everything's kind of greenlit. And still the same time. And you can't get out the front door. It's locked. I said, unfortunately, it's reading off my save files, so I'd have to delete the save and it'd start it completely over. Which is not a problem. Now lights are green. There's different codes. I mean, people had to try to figure out what it was. And Kojima admittedly said that he wasn't expecting people to break the code. Like to basically beat it here and see the secret trailer at the end. For like about 2 or 3 weeks, and it was cracked within like 3 hours. People figured out the game. So yeah, this is going to be endless loop non-stop. Because it's still pulling off my original save file, so I'd have to go through and delete the save. I might do that next time, so let's see. Silent Hills trailer. So here we go. So what we'll do instead... Yep, normal light. So what we'll do instead is just check out the Silent Hills trailer instead. Because that was like the big humongous reveal for it, and you might recognize somebody at the end. Close application. Yes. And I think I should still have a desktop option. I can see the future. Close window. Okay.
Such a drag. Every day he'd eat the same kind of food, dress the same, sit in front of the same kind of games. Yeah, he was just that kind of guy. But then one day he goes and kills us all. He couldn't even be original about the way he did it. I'm not complaining. I was dying of boredom anyway. But guess what? I will be coming back, and I'm bringing my new toys with me.
So this is after you beat the game, you actually get out of the house. At first, people didn't know Hideo Kojima actually made PT that people had just been playing. They just were told it was a free game to download during E3, I think it was 2015? Guillermo del Toro. And Norman Reedus. They were supposed to be in Silent Hills, the new Silent Hill game, before Konami basically threw a fit and canceled the project and everything else. So what they did instead was they hopped from this game onto Death Stranding. PT stands for playable teaser is what it stood for. So this is what people got to see if they managed to beat it. Sometimes just different circumstances wouldn't let you through to complete it. But yeah, this is what it was supposed to be. Everyone was hyped up for it. Okay, so this came out 2014. So it was supposed to be... I mean, everyone was hyped for this game. It was amazing. It scared a lot of people. Because there is a demon named Lisa, they've nicknamed it. It would be running around the house. And like she would just like, you'd see this ghost, and next thing you know, it just like bum rush you. And like either grab you to the ground, or just like pop out of nowhere, and people were like genuinely terrified. Pardon me. Because you don't expect it, because you walk around a couple times, you're like, okay, pardon me, nothing special, nothing's gonna happen. I've been through this loop a couple times, and next thing you know, you're just like getting grabbed by this ghost out of nowhere. I'll definitely have to go through, erase my save file, and play it on a stream sometime. But for now, let's update the stream title yet again to Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Okay, now for more sneaky. So I've been playing this game off stream. Basically in order to get more things unlocked, like progress it through, because if I don't, it's going to be like another 2 weeks of playing this game on stream. I just kind of want to get done with it so we can move on to other stuff. So some things have been happening. 2 cutscenes have played out. One, I think we saw it last time. Yeah, Quiet was trying to kill a guy, broke his teeth out. Everyone's like, what the hell was that about? And no one knows. The other one is I come back to base, and the game pulls me back to base. Eli is there, aka Liquid Snake, and he's talking with one of the kids, and the kid calls him Eli instead of the White Mamba. So Eli literally flips out, grabs a knife, and tries to murder a soldier at Mother Base. And Ocelot comes along, stops him. He then tries to kill Ocelot. And everyone's just like, well, you know, Eli is just a problem. We gotta work on him more. And they just let him go. They don't lock him up. They don't do anything. They just let him continue to roam the base after trying to kill 2 people with a knife. So, well, yeah, there's Liquid Snake, there's Solid Snake, and there was also Solidus Snake, because no one wants to be Gas Snake. I mean, maybe if you have like lower GI problems, you might be called Gas Snake, but that's not the best nickname, really.
Plant expansion complete.
Yay! I also get resources coming in too, because I have the forward operating bases, and they will go through and process materials faster too. So I now have materials coming in at a steady stream, which is great. Coins. How am I doing in the weekly? I'm still probably getting like butt kicked. There's ways you can raise up your PF grade or whatever this is called. I forgot exactly what the PF is called. But basically, your attack force. So I'm losing. These are losing, and these are breaking even against the people I'm playing against, or it has me stacked against. One way is definitely to add more walker gears to your base, which you can do through level 15, I think it is. Yeah, so it's mission...
Please select a mission.
Traders, it's this one right here, Footprints of Venom. So yeah, so like level 15, you can go through and extract out the walker gears and get them back again. Or you can also, just do that or keep getting tanks, it raises it up. What level am I? Don't know. PF-wise, I'm CCC plus for PF rank in the upper right-hand corner. Whatever that means. So, I think on my PC file I am double B rank, which is higher. So I have a lot of people deployed out, I think. So let's see. So I've been doing side missions, and basically as long as the game is proceeding forward, like you're doing new things there, it's proceeding forward in time. So time things are unlocking. So when I was just out running around the field, getting different, just picking up containers and stuff and went back to Mother Base, it triggered a new cutscene for the game. So it's basically timer based.
Please select a mission.
Let's see, what is this one? Contact. I want to see something real quick. I forget which one it is. Rescue the intel agents. Metamaterial specialist. I think I know where that specialist is. So I'm going to see if I can go and rescue them real quick, and then as soon as they get extracted out, like quit the mission if I still have them or not. So I'm pretty sure then Kabiza camp or whatever this is. Yeah, so I'm gonna start here.
Heading to Central Africa.
Going to stay with quiet. I'm gonna drop a vehicle in. Let's do it at night. So we're going to see if I can get that specialist, because the metamaterial specialist is what helps you unlock the, pardon me, I think the camouflage, and also the wormholes too. Wormholes will then allow you to extract cargo containers, things like that, have covers over them or buildings over them, or inside of places like hangars, so you can get stuff out. You also cannot lose anybody to Fulton at that point either, which is great. So you can even extract people in a sandstorm. They're not going to die. They're not going to get lost.
Two of our intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our two men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both.
I'm pretty sure that person's over here, so...
Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated.
Okay, no wildlife to trap yet. Alright. Off those headlights, because they can see you coming if you use headlights, so... And you can see just fine without them, so I always shut them off.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Kaziba Camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible.
Come on in, Keiko. Come on. Hi. Cat decides you want to come back in. Hey, kitty. What? What is it? What? You're alright? You a good girl? Yeah. Good girl. He is definitely faster than your average soldier and average bear. Basically, like, you get mobility upgrades, like, for your arm, which makes you run faster. I don't know how that works logically, but that's true. So I've been getting mobility upgrades for my arm, which does make you move a lot faster. You can actually run pretty quickly. You can sprint, of course, but he's running way faster than usual. Oops. Only I would miss, like, got easy crosshairs and still screw it up. Yes, it makes zero sense, but I mean, it's Metal Gear Solid, so you can't really be too surprised. Is the person down the hole?
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Nope, you're not the person I'm looking for. Go, Gadget Google. Save me. MGS 5. Metamaterial Specialist. I just hit M and it automatically filled it in. Just watching a quick video. It's not even the right mission. Okay, let's see. Mission 17. Yeah, okay, so mission 17 is where I need to go. I'm not sure if I was actually on it or so, but the one I pulled up, I recognized the video of it, like the location. It's where I had the game glitch out when I was trying to do the interpreter missions.
Please select a mission.
Yeah, that was it. Son of a gun. Alright, so... it's actually up in here. Pretty sure that's the only place because it shows the buildings coming up. And it's nothing inside the camp, so it's got to be over here.
Deploying.
Two of our intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a...
Okay, so I got a question. Is your name Shiro or Shiro? Because it's Shiro no Usagi, it's like White Rabbit is what your name would translate into. So, but I am terrible at Twitch names because, like, I am horribly dyslexic. So, pretty sure it's Shiro.
Be careful down there, boss.
Yeah, so the guy is being held up in this place up here.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Buddy has infiltrated our... The map has been... Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated.
Usually the truck guys don't travel alone.
Guard post captured.
YouTube lied to me! There we go.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Hands up. Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Hands up. Spit it out. Where are your friends?
Okay.
The map has been updated. Marker placed. Extraction. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's what I was looking for.
Analysis
Okay, I got
complete.
confused on the location. This is what I was looking for.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that forest. The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid.
Oh, you're a troublemaker. Let me fix that for you. Now you won't trouble anyone else. Alright.
Sorry. That caused you.
Okay, so what I need to do now is basically run far enough away so a checkpoint triggers.
Okay, subject is in.
You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Marker removed.
There we go. Okay, so that's gonna...
Arrived at
So that's
Motorbase.
cause a checkpoint, so... Perfect.
Development project has been
So it took it. Okay, so what you can do then is you can abort mission. And there we go. So it basically, it checkpointed, it saved that I had that person extracted out. So I don't need to do the full mission at all. Exploits. Use them to your advantage. There used to be one early on in the game, they patched it out, what you could do for harvesting material containers. You do the same thing, you go to like one of the African levels, like where they have the airport, Nova Braga. You take all the material containers there, run, trigger the checkpoint, restart the mission, and the cargo containers would respawn. And you could do this at any place that had a cargo container, really, on any mission. Had to be a mission, though. And you could just, like, level up, and as long as you had the money, the GMP to extract out of containers, you could keep doing it. You could just amass this huge arsenal of money real quick, and basically materials to boost yourself up. Alright, staff management. Nothing else there. Development's where I need to go.
Please specify a project.
Everything is just so friggin' expensive. Okay, solve some stuff, and we'll tackle the next mission. Whenever the game feels like loading, there we go. Alright, precious metals. combat deployments. Then we're gonna roll out, tackle the next one.
Please select a mission.
Okay. Let's see. GMP 200,000. Meh. Shields, body armor, shotguns, decoys, helmets. Always with the helmets.
Unit dispatched.
Okay.
Please select a mission.
2 engineers are being held in the observation post southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. Boss, your mission is to rescue them. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. They were dispatched to the area by an international health organization, but disappeared shortly after. Extract the 2 targets and help them escape the country.
Mission accepted.
Alright, let's do it. It's gonna be a lot of running.
Deploying.
This is another one. It keeps trying to get you to go through that central outpost down the south, which is just, you don't want to go through. There's too much fighting.
Rescue the 2 prisoners being held in a guard post to the southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Zoyamadibu. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on in that place.
Yeah, so where I need to go is actually, like, right here is where I need to be. I gotta run all the way around.
Marker placed.
Be careful down there, boss.
The objective is to rescue the 2 targets. Check their location on your iDroid.
Please select a mission. Buddy has infiltrated our... The map has been updated. Unit dispatched.
Down, doggies.
Marker removed. Marker placed. The map has been updated.
Yeah, it's a little known fact that Big Boss is actually a
Enemy squad is
pretty good
on its way
cross-country
to the
run here.
guard post. Watch yourself.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination. Marker removed. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detect. Analysis. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis. The map has. Analysis complete.
That's the target. Looks like we found him.
The map has been
Will you go
updated.
down? Jeez.
You need to help her.
Turns out these guys are like heroin users. Sit down, idiot.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
For real?
For
Target
really real.
extracted. Now extract the remaining target.
Just to show that man around here. Dangerous work. Every second.
Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation.
Mission order. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ozzy, hey.
So what's the best way to exfiltrate? Cargo containers.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Cheaper than calling a helicopter. There we go, quick and easy mission.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Nice and easy.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
Oh,
The one and only.
You're too kind, Kaz. I'm mediocre at best. Yes, you got the completionist and you got the mediocreist.
Boss, we placed the two targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete. But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngumba. They examined the patients there nearly every day. They told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English wasn't one of them.
Interesting. Yeah, by the way, the quarantine platform is not a good thing to have because it's going to get filled up pretty quickly.
Good. You captured it alive. Boss, we have an emergency.
Yeah,
Many
exactly.
of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the
Hey,
chopper.
Friendly Tiger, not a whole lot. Well, not for Metal Gear Solid 5 at least. Played some Double Switch at first, and then briefly PT for a moment, and then switch over to Metal Gear Solid 5. I got myself a metamaterial specialist so I can build better stealth gear, but now there's an outbreak at Mother Base.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected?
I know.
During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people.
And it's not kidding, by the way,
We
either.
have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid.
So people before have reported that getting to this part, they're like, you need to act fast or you're going to lose people. And they're like, well, I quit the game and I didn't play for a week and I came back and 90% of my Mother Base was infected. It's like, whoa. It's like, you have to do these missions one after another.
I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up.
Language, Kikongo. This other person also speaks Kikongo.
We'll isolate anyone who's
That's the
already
common thread.
symptomatic
Everyone
in
who
the
speaks
quarantine
Kikongo
facility.
is infected.
But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected.
So I have to go through now, and everybody who speaks Kikongo has to be quarantined.
Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this.
Okay, this person's
fast.
deployed, so I can't do anything about it. So I'll have to do this again, unfortunately. But this is why I didn't pick up a whole lot of people from Africa, because Kikongo is where it's spoken. And they tend to be the better soldiers, but yeah, it can really wipe you out pretty quickly.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Riveting gameplay. So other things that you missed, Friendly Tiger, as well, as I was playing this off stream basically to get more side missions done. But this is the part of the game, unfortunately, I had to stop doing that because based upon how much time you're playing, instead of missions, the story will progress. So there was a cutscene basically that was missed where, well, two of them. One of them was basically Mother Base supposedly gets attacked, and you set up your defensive force, your security forces, which I've already done already. It's kind of redundant, but a cutscene plays for it regardless. And then the other one was I came back from being in the field, and you see Eli, aka Liquid Snake, talking to one of the child soldiers, and the child soldier calls him Eli, and he flips out, grabs a knife, and tries to kill a Mother Base soldier. So then Ocelot comes along, sees this happen, stops Eli. Eli tries to kill Ocelot, and then Ocelot kicks his butt and lets him walk away. He's like, well, Eli's a pain in the butt, we gotta work harder with him to get him normalized. It's like, he's tried to kill you, he's tried to kill Big Boss, he tried to kill another soldier. Why are you letting him walk around? It's like, why are you not just either A, ditching him somewhere, or B, keeping him in a brig, locked up? Instead of walking around trying to be basically a total complete psychopath trying to murder anybody just because he feels like it. Congo. Okay, so I have more Kikongo speakers than I expected. So this is the part in speedrun that I'm pretty sure everybody dreads who's speedrunning this game. Deployed. And unfortunately, I have 2 forward operating bases, so I gotta go through a lot of people. I thought I didn't pick up too many people from Africa. I guess I did. Either that or the game decided to just randomly assign it to everybody. Holy cow, I did not pick up this many people from Africa. I know I didn't. Because I was running around the other day, I was doing missions in Afghanistan and not Africa. Okay, so I've picked 67 people so far. Yeah, 67 people, 68. The number on the left, 68, is how many people have had to quarantine so far, or going to be quarantined. That's just the ones I can select so far. So I lose my Kikongo interpreter, of course. Naturally. But of course I have had a lot of volunteers, so the game is just automatically putting them in, I guess. I know this is like not riveting gameplay, but you are forced to do this. There is no other way to stop this outbreak. It'd be so much easier if there was a way to like sort people by language instead, but you can't. Yeah, it is Kikongo. It's basically it's what it is. It's actually the language that's causing the problem, because the parasites that's killing people is being spread by language. So for whatever reason, Skullface decided to target Kikongo as a test to see if it worked. But his ultimate plan is to use it to wipe out anybody who speaks English, which is his evil plan. But unfortunately, I mean, I'm going through, I have to do this painstakingly, look at every single person, and then get my brain to register, you know, which one's Kikongo, which one's not, and then I also have people deployed in the field on missions, so I can't, basically, I can't get rid of them right now. I can't quarantine them until they come back from their mission. Like, this person is... Okay, no, they're already quarantined. That's fine. It's just, like, so much slower to do. I mean, I'm already at 108 people so far. And I'm about halfway through the list, which I understand is incredibly boring, and I apologize, but... Unfortunately, I don't have it set up to output to my television, because I'd rather play like a different video for you guys to watch or something, you know, while I go through and do this. Because right now I'm watching this through the OBS preview screen. Is how I play it. Because I have a Elgato HD 60S, which is almost like zero lag. So it doesn't. I mean, it's very, very responsive, and I'm also on a gaming monitor too, so lag is not a problem, but. Unfortunately, doing it this way, so I can also have chat open and read what's going on, basically means you guys are forced to watch this. But I mean, if anybody wants to watch another stream or YouTube video or whatever, you're not gonna, you know, upset or diss me or anything, because I completely understand. This is incredibly boring to watch and go through. I didn't think this was gonna happen for about another 2 to 3 missions, so I was thinking, oh cool, I can do this off stream, but it's forcing me to do it now. Congo, more Congo, 125. Well, apparently you can pick up people in the field and that they speak different languages. But I did not pick up this many people from Africa, because I knew that this was coming. So I've done that before in the past on the PC version, and like I only had maybe a total of 25, 30 people who spoke Kikongo, and it was like super fast to quarantine them and move on with the game. But I've been getting a lot of volunteers. I've been sending out people to do volunteer missions and stuff, so I'm guessing that these are volunteers mostly that came through with the language attached. Because I didn't go through, there's no way I picked up over 138 people from Africa because I knew that this was coming. So I kept getting like volunteers like, hey, volunteers, or you complete a mission, it gives you people for beating it. You know, like, hey, volunteers for Mother Base, they want to work with your awesome PMC you formed, and apparently a lot of them spoke Kikongo, so the game just dumped them on me. I thought I said English for a second. My dyslexia kicked in. Yes, speak English. English always cracks me up. I understand how hard it is to speak a different language. But when you get something wrong, it's amazingly wrong. $158, $159. No, that's Kikonjo. No, that's Kikongo. Dyslexia is kicking in hard, I'm telling you. You ever look at it like a word so many times and all of a sudden your brain starts telling you like, maybe that's misspelled wrong, maybe that's not right. Maybe it's just a dyslexic thing, because I do have dyslexia, so it makes things kind of interesting. For example, people see the sign that says animal control. My brain always says anal control at first. It's like, brain, come on, work with me here. It's animal control. I know it's animal control. Don't tell me it's anal control. It's like, get with it, brain. Does make things interesting. So dyslexic, colorblind, oh yeah, fun stuff. But the colorblind thing though, it's really interesting, especially during fall, because people, like, from what I've heard, you know, I see like I see the most amazing colors of leaves in the fall. Like, people don't see bright pink or purple leaves, I've been told, but I do. So I've heard people tell me like, oh, this is just like, this tree looks like just really dark brown and ugly, it's just dying, and I'm like, I'm seeing this amazing purple and pink. It's like, wow, if you could see what I could see just one time, you know, you'd be really kind of jealous, especially around fall. It's amazing. It's the only time colorblindness works in my favor. Up Congo, okay. Getting closer to the end, mostly to the end, I should say, because when my people come back, who speak a Congo that I still wasn't able to get, they're going to need to be quarantined again. To 200? Ooh. Yeah, Quiet Unknown on board too.
Caution, rain.
Trying to go as
approaching.
fast as I can while trying to be somewhat entertaining, if possible. Congo. It was a dark and stormy night when the most boring stream was going down. Thrill as a man slowly makes his way looking for a single language out of a staff of a couple hundred. 738 people total. And I have found 241 that I'm able to select so far. So far about a fifth of my men have been segregated out.
Select unit.
Can't watch all my levels drop from 64 down to 38. Oof. Quarantine facility.
Staff has been quarantined.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection? Incredible, boss. Thanks to you, the number of new victims has plummeted. And the common point between the infected. Is it really possible for a disease to spread because of that?
Morale has declined, no kidding.
Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Alright, so it's giving me more people to accept. I'm not going to accept them at all. Let's see. So now I have more people who came back from their missions. Let's see. Do I have any other people still deployed? Probably.
Please select a mission.
1 minute out. 2, 5. Holy crap. Oh man, this is murder. So I'm going to wait 1 more minute. Then I get to go through and do it again. I don't know what the hell Kojima was thinking by doing this. I really don't. I mean, you could have had just something simpler, just like a more rare language instead of like one of the more populous ones. Because this just drags everything to a screeching halt. Alright, so let's see. Here we go, so those 2 are done. No, don't give me more people. Oh, look, he speaks Kikongo. Perfect. Thanks, game. Oh, another one. This is amazing. 3! Alright. Just what I needed. So let's listen to some cassette tapes.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. The infection rate, along with the number
Oh, this
of
person's
dead,
already quarantined.
are
Oh,
both on
Jesus, it's
the
gonna
rise.
get even worse.
If we don't find the cause, and soon.
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House.
This person's
This
still
epidemic
deployed.
looks just
Okay.
like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. It could be a counterplay by Skullface.
That's insane. You mean they weaponize parasites?
Parasites as weapons. That definitely falls under the Biological Weapons Convention, but it's something the world would never see coming.
Might be able
And
to change
no one's
assortment.
ever developed a vaccine for parasites.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
It may be. But if it is, how did the Yellow Cake and Walker gears fit in? There must be something bigger we're not seeing. Anyway, our priority now is to prevent more casualties.
The medical team is studying the infection, but we can't treat anyone.
I wonder if
until we
it's
know the root
automatically
cause. All
putting
we can do
people
right
in now who speak
is
of
halt
Congo.
the spread of infection.
Because everyone, I'm seeing people right now, they're automatically in.
Weather will clear shortly.
Nope, this guy's not. Okay, so not everybody is segregated out who needs to be. Great. Nope, already done.
Development complete. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
Alright.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you
Please
specified.
select a mission.
Did you figure out what's causing the infection? Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil field facility. Those sick people in the beds at the Devil's
Boss
House.
touching them, then coming back to
They're
the base.
identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who've become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Select a mission.
Can't you see it's just
Okay,
like
good.
I said?
Everyone's
Bringing
back.
her here
Good.
was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss.
That's the big question, because it doesn't kill her, and then you learn she actually speaks multiple languages. She speaks languages other than English. Which is entirely stupid, so yeah, she could have just written something down. Like I said, she speaks other languages, which you learn, which does not affect the parasites by her doing so. So it's multiple occasions to do this, and she just doesn't. It's either because Kojima didn't realize that or think about it, because, like I said, the game is not done. It's not completed, or could have just been like an oversight, who knows, or he may have just done it on purpose, thinking no one will pick up on this obvious plot hole. We did. So he's in sick bay, okay. He's already in there. You're new, but you're fine. Okay, they've already been... Alright, so it looks like... Nope. It's like, good, everybody. But they're saying that there's 2 people. There's still people being deployed. That's what the X's are for. So I don't know why that is, because there's nobody deployed anymore. I did find somebody new. This guy, Speaks Kikongo, was not quarantined. So they'll say, hey, cool, I don't have to do this anymore. Nope, here's another one. I wonder if on the PC there's a way to patch this out. Just basically like modify the game so you don't pick up anybody who speaks Kikongo. But then the question would remain, like, is there any way to proceed the game? Then, like, you'd have to have at least one to trigger the events going on. This is, like, by far and away the worst stream I've ever had. You guys are awesome. Everyone in chat or lurking is awesome, but, I mean, this is just, like, the worst thing in the world to stream, the most boring thing possible. The only thing I can think of that might be more boring would be, like, if I were to pull out a phone book and just, like, start reading names and numbers. Possibly. So it's become like a game now, like, what's more boring than watching me do this and being forced to do it? Seems like some kind of contest. Yeah, see these stupid code names like Striker Bear or Bloody Eel, which sounds like a horrible medical condition.
Development complete.
I'm afraid I'm gonna miss somebody. Just have the outbreak continue to spread. It's like, oh god. So each time I see Kikongo, I have to stop and look over to the left to see if it has that like little circle next to it where it says Blue Mastodon over on the left, where you can like the check mark box is, to see if they're already quarantined, because that means they're quarantined like this one is and this one's not. So you have to go like even slower. Yeah, screw it.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the
Yes,
infection?
I did. I don't
Please
care.
select a mission.
Boss, there's a target on the run somewhere on the savannah. Your job is to find and eliminate him. He's a logistics officer for the PF known as Rogue Coyote. On the side, however, he colluded with the Buta regime, abducting people from Mbeli villages and supplying them as slave labor. That's right. He's a human trafficker. His victims ended up all over the place. Brothels, black market, organ trade, diamond mines. And he was the one who sent Shibani and the other kids to the Devil's House. But then an Mbeli rebel group finally added him to their hit list. The
Nope,
target
does not
decided
jump
it was time to
languages,
quit.
fortunately.
Now he's trying to leave the country. If he makes it back to his country, he'll be no more than a civilian, and he'll avoid facing a court-martial. Like so many other war biz junkies. I'll bet he plans on enjoying a new live finance with his blood money. The client's order is to take him out. How you go about that is up to you, boss.
Okay, so I think I remember where it's at.
Mission accepted.
Yeah, so basically I think that the guy's like right over around here. That's where they end up being. Yeah, pretty sure. Okay, so let's deploy over here. Secondary? Thought I had. Let's see, what is it? Maybe it's primary. Yeah, primary is what it is. Okay, I'm looking for like a grenade launcher. There we go. So you want to go lethal on this one. Let's do secondary is going to be an actual gun.
Deploying.
All right, let's get into it. So I thought that normally, like I said, based on memory, and of course memory is treachery, is basically it's supposed to, like, the next mission it would give you would be trying to get Code Talker, who's basically he's a parasite specialist. He knows all about this thing, which also involves a battle with the skulls. So I thought that was coming up here, but apparently I still have to do other missions to get to it, while my men continue to die.
Boss, the target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route. Find the man.
Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, they're all in the village, who cares?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Here's just two guys on patrol.
Analysis complete.
Okay, so it's like, wait a minute, they're not this far.
You have arrived at your destination.
The target is on the move somewhere on the savannah. Problem is, we don't know what route he's taking. It's too big a search area to cover without more information. If you can find that intel file, it could give you a lead on him.
So I know he's out here in the plains somewhere, but I'm just not sure how long it takes for it to spawn.
Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There they are.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Boss, the target's getting away. However you see fit.
The map has been updated.
This guy, like, I put on my grenade-proof, like, underwear or what?
Target confirmed dead. Your objective's complete.
Mission
Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Here we go.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Clouds approaching.
He was gonna attack me, I knew it. Self-defense, you all saw it. That is some amazing range on a rocket, on a grenade launcher.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Alright, another mission down. Took a little longer than I was expecting, but making progress. Oh.
Departing.
That's cool. See you next time, Friendly Tiger. Thanks for dropping by. So unfortunately, I'll be playing this until I get the whole thing done. So it's like 2 or 3
Extraction
missions. I'm
arrived
stuck.
at Mother Base.
So thanks for dropping by, though. Always appreciate it.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat. Good. You captured it alive.
More people who speak Kikongo. Okay, the game's just being a jerk and dropping them on me at this point. Oh, you have a quarantine against people who speak Kikongo? Here's a whole bunch of them. Have fun.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, we finally heard from one of our
Mission list
missing intel team
updated.
members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Please select a mission.
Boss, the intel team's hard at work investigating the cause of that illness spreading through Mother Base. Problem is, a bunch of our agents in the field are still MIA. Progress has been slow, until now. We just got a distress call from one of them. He said he's got intel on the origin of the disease. But the PF in the area got to him before we did. There's been no further contact from him, but we know he's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine. There's still a good chance he's alive. We can't afford to let him die. Right now, he's the only link we have to the root cause of the epidemic. Get our man back, boss.
Mission accepted.
Because that's the mine. And it empties out here. So I'm guessing somewhere around here? Let's see what it is. Well, give me a second though. I need to take a quick break. Cancel
Clouds
mission.
approaching.
Put on some music for you guys in the meantime while you watch the whoa music go through. I'll be back in probably about 3 to 4 minutes. I need to hit the restroom real quick and get something to drink. So I'll play some Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo music from the PC edition while you guys wait around, and I'll be back, like I said, as quickly as possible. Let's see. We'll start off on Ryu's theme. So let's put up the BRB video. Metal Gear Solid 5. I'll pop up in a second. There we go. Alright, so sit tight. I will be right back.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Boss, about Eli. No matter how many times we talk to him, he just won't listen. He sees everything in terms of victory or defeat and still won't accept that you beat him. We're gonna have to put him in his place. Again. If you don't mind, come back to Mother Base and go another round with him.
Welcome home, boss.
Alright, so for whatever reason, I apologize, microphone got cut off. I don't know why, I'm sorry. So we're back, we're heading out there. Basically, the mission for Eli, you don't need to worry about it right now. Basically, he makes you fight him, and he accepts you as his quote-unquote the boss type deal. And don't need to do that because people are dying, and we don't need that. So you may hear me also hiccuping and burping. I apologize. Once again, like I said, this is the apology stream. I should just nickname this right now. We'll change it to the stream to the boring apology stream. There we go. Updated. Bam. So yeah, I had to get like had to take more Vicodin, which I'm, thank God, getting switched over to OxyContin or oxycodone. I'm not sure which one. But, yeah, there's a misguided war on opioids, which is not where it needs to be focused on.
Select a mission.
We're going to go through and do this mission. Thankfully, these next ones here are pretty short. I think the next one after this is where you get Code Talker. And he is a parasitologist, so he knows exactly what's going on and how to fix everything. So, thankfully, this will all be wrapped up pretty soon. No, let's see. Equipment. This. Going to do deadly. Secondary, we're going to put on this. Buddy. Sorry, buddy. I need a horse. Don't need a vehicle because I have a horse. Let's rock.
Deploying.
So this one, basically I just need to pick up a soldier who's walking around. He's kind of in a village. I think I have an idea of where he's at. So it shouldn't take too long. Fortunately, these follow-up missions are pretty short. Just filler, really. Like, so much of this game is just filler, but here we go.
A member of the intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base. The problem is, our man has been captured by the PF in his operation area. He's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine. Boss, we need you to get him out ASAP. Right now, he's only linked to the root cause of the epidemic.
This is where it'd be really, really awesome to have more than one buddy deployable, like Horse and Quiet at the same time. Or even D-Dog. Because you can have it scout out and find out, but you also need to get there pretty quickly, which is... Horse is better, so...
Be careful down there, boss.
Okay, I thought I picked... There it is. I'm like, where's my horse? Alright, Mr. Ed, let's go. Alright, Nimix, take it easy. Said, hope you feel better. You and your wife, definitely, because I know it's no fun being sick.
You have arrived at enemy presence detected.
Check the VI on your
Map
iDroid.
has been
That's where the
updated.
target is being held.
Enemy presence detected. The map analysis complete. Analysis complete.
I think the person's like around the back side of this building, if I remember correctly. No, I thought you were trying to say like you're going to like bed or something, like later or something. Yeah, there they are.
Enemy presence detected. The map has
Boss,
been updated.
cover his escape, then extract him once the coast is clear.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Hey, hold tight. No, 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 stop. Idiot, what are you doing? I was like, perfect, he's inside there, I can just extract the Fultonum out. Stay there. Dude, what? What? Explain this. I can't pick him up now. He's fallen into the world geometry. Okay, now it's letting me do it. Can I just Fulton you out? No, it's not gonna let me do that. Okay, we're gonna go running then. Down the road we go. Okay, so let's go running uphill. Gotta blast those quads.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map
Okay,
has
I'm
been
outside of the
updated.
mission zone. There we go. It's like a game.
Target safe. Time to figure out what the hell is behind this epidemic.
Mission info has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Yes, I'm awesome. I'm used to it.
Boss, the intel team member you extracted is gonna be okay. All thanks to your quick actions. He keeps muttering the same things over and over. About the pathogen, and the old man who knows how to treat it. Code Talker. He even told us where he is. This is our only lead, boss. Let's go meet this Code Talker.
Yes, let's.
Good. You captured it alive.
More people. I'm betting they probably all speak Congo on top of it. This game just loves doing that to me today.
Mission list
You
updated.
need to make contact with Code Talker.
How
The
far
old man
away
who
am I
knows
from
what the
Code Talker?
pathogen
Too
is.
far away.
We have to stop this disease
He
from
is
spreading
in
across Mother Base.
somewhere.
Select the mission on your
He's like
iDroid.
way over here. Go back to the helicopter.
contact with
mission.
Code Talker, the old man who knows what the pathogen is. We have to stop this disease that's spreading across Mother Base. Select a mission on your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
Boss, you need to make contact with the Code
Okay, so
Talker.
it's things you just
The
already
old
said
man who's
before.
supposed to know what's behind this
So
infection.
unfortunately, I'm gonna be walking right into an ambush. Quiet. We're gonna give you lethal weapons.
Deploying.
Alright, here we go. So unfortunately I'm going to run into a Skulls unit and they are all snipers. So I don't expect Quiet to last long. There's a couple ways you can take him out. You can either shoot him directly, or you can basically... I think you can also like trigger a rainstorm, and they all kind of stop and drink like Quiet does when she takes a shower, so to speak. Because she's a plant. Which is one of the least weird things about this game, if you stop and think about it too much.
Boss, make contact with the old man known as Code Talker. According to the intel team member you extracted, he knows what the epidemic is and how to treat it. You'll find him in a mansion deep in the
This
valley
game is
beyond
starting to
the
get
forest.
really repeaty,
He's a
which is
high-quality
unfortunate.
target who's probably involved with Cypher's research.
It's like those things you've heard, we're gonna play it again. It's the same as the mission briefing, so it doesn't really matter at this point.
Watch yourself out there, alright? Make contact with the target, Code Talker. And if the treatment requires it, extract him to Mother Base.
There's usually a bunch of donkeys around. Usually. Alright, so let's grab that.
Marker placed.
Have Quiet right around here should be good.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, here we go. Running, 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 running. It is possible to sneak by these skulls, but I've never managed to do it. Get up there, Snake. Jeez.
No sign of the enemy. Judging from security in the area, I'd expect to see a patrol by now.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So what do I have for weather modification? It won't let me do it. Alright, air ink or below, so... Perfect. have the ability, but I guess maybe not the manpower due to the illness wiping everybody out. Which means I'm gonna have to fight. Focused at breast level, because Kojima.
It's the Skulls. Damn it. So Cypher is behind this.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested. Strike will commence shortly.
Yeah, I saw it.
Just like quiet. If you can't mark them, there's no way to tell where they'll strike from next. Stay on your guard.
I took one down for me. Thank you, Quiet. I appreciate it. Ah, jeez. Whoa, okay. That's not good.
Please select a strike requested.
I'm surrounded on all three sides. This was a massive tactical error. Okay, I'm just like trying to see if I can get one of them marked.
Strike will commence shortly.
Okay, hit that one. Yes, Borg with sniper rifles, which is even worse. I'm Locutus of Lopua.
Not good. Don't let your buddy die, Snake. I'm pulling them out of there.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Okay, that took that one down. Ooh, medical plants. Running, 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 running. Oh no! Come on. If you manage to get farther in enough, like probably about another 50 meters from where I was, then they stop attacking. They disappear. I was very close.
Missed. I have a
Development
bad feeling
complete.
about this.
You do, huh? Please, tell me more about this bad feeling you have. Does it stem back from your childhood? From Uncle Bad Touch?
Is that... Boss, it's the skulls. Damn it. So Cypher is behind this. Sniper, where are they? You see that? Sniper vanished into thin air. Just like quiet. If you can't mark them, there's no way to tell where they'll strike from next.
Unfortunately, I don't know what the bullet drop is on this gun, so... Okay, quiet hit that one. She's gonna move. Whenever they get hit, they move. And you actually can get quiet a 50 cal. But you gotta unlock it. That one hit.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
Ah, jeez. Quiet took her out before I could do it.
Strike will commence shortly.
Normally they're supposed to be staying tagged. Okay, so that one's down.
Not good. Don't let your buddy die, Steak. I'm pulling them out of there.
And behind a tree, of course.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Wish I had a rangefinder on this. Okay, hit. So at least 100 meters with the dope on the scope currently, and unfortunately you can't, change it because that'd probably be over way too many people's heads. A lot of people do not know how to shoot distance, which is perfectly fine because it's pretty complicated. You can hear the shell pinging around somewhere. Let's see, where are you?
Don't tell me
There we go.
you took them all out.
Alright.
That's incredible, boss. Our men can rest in peace now.
So I'm gonna need a change of weapons. Yeah, Quiet with a 50 cal is amazing. Unfortunately, she's been pretty heavily damaged, so I'm going to need to call in probably D-Dog to help me out. That's not letting me extract him out. Ooh. They're not like any they're not gonna like kill me or anything, but alright, so let's get a little bit out of the valley.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Supply drop. Oops, let's
Please
see, let's
select a
do
drop
weapons. Do a non-lethal sniper rifle.
Please supplies requested.
And then we're also going to do a drop of D-Dog. Pardon me, D-Dog is awesome. I don't use them nearly enough
Supply drop complete.
because Quiet is just too freaking good. She's even better. She's D-Dog on steroids. Because she can go through and mark things and find the person you're looking for, your objectives, and so forth. D-Dog will just mark people, like, straight off. But they have to be somewhere within, like, I think a 50-meter range or so for it to do it. No, not climb the rock. Get in the box, please. What's in the box? Hint, it's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Okay, not this time. Let's see. And let's get D-Dog on the scene. Buddy support. Come on, buddy.
Please select
Be a
dispatch
pal.
requested.
All these people I'm not accepting. Not yet. They will wait until the outbreak is contained. So with Code Talker, it's like a 2-mission thing. 1, you need to get them out. Then 2, your helicopter comes under attack, and you're surrounded by some pretty heavy-duty skulls you have to fight off.
Buddy has arrived. The map has been updated.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
The map
Good
has
dog.
been
Here,
updated.
pet. I don't think there's anybody immediately around. No. Okay, good.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
They know about that battle just now.
You better believe it.
The mansion.
It's firing a 50 cal. Everybody in like a 10-mile radius would have heard it.
They're with the PF Zero Risk Security. Looks like they're already on guard.
Why don't you try interrogating them? They might know the target's exact location.
I know the target's exact location.
You have arrived at your destination.
Magically, they don't hear this dog barking. It's great. Come on, dude, don't stop. There we go. So Kotok is actually in the basement of this place, but it's faster to basically just go around the front.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
And the less people you have out here out front, the far better you're going to be trying to get out of here. So everyone's going to be turned into like parasite zombies. Supply drop.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Yes, please check it out.
Sun will set shortly.
You gotta extract him.
That's not ominous whatsoever.
I've been waiting, Tilly. Or should I say, Bedahokhale?
This is my only superpower. It's really useless unless you're at a birthday party. And it's just hilarious.
That's him. That's Code Talker.
Look familiar? It's infecting my men. How do we
Silence. Or death.
What do you...
It could be in here. Stay quiet. Your life depends on it. Sit. parasite has infected your band. Those are its larvae. They enter the throat and attach themselves to the vocal cords. They mimic the host's membranes flawlessly.
I'll turn this part up so it's
No
easier
one
to hear.
can tell the difference. Upon reaching maturity, they mate. Sustained exposure to a particular sound triggers copulation. The resulting larva then feast on the host lungs, killing it. The particular sound.
This is for my glaucoma. I swear. I have a prescription.
His words. They attack only those who speak a certain language.
Like, have you thought about why
Like
words
just one.
have, like, certain control over us, man?
I cannot say which language your parasites are attuned to. But silence is the best way to keep them from laying their children. This contains an herb that they dislike.
Puff, puff, pass. You know the drill. I assume you've been to college. Or was a cool kid in high school.
Good. That should deafen them for a while.
You may have a
You
sudden
have
urge
bought
to eat
yourself
Doritos.
some time. Speak.
Is there a cure?
Once symptoms manifest, larvae have already infested the alveoli. At which point, nothing can be done. There is a way to halt the onset, which would prevent infection.
Oh, hey, Pico. Yes, why didn't I buy the $100 emulator versus using the free one in RetroArch? Good question. I just noticed that you said something like, my brain just didn't register it, so hi, if you're still around, sorry.
He stole the ones I sealed away
It was weird, like I just kept seeing Nimmix, but not you.
to do his terrible
Sorry.
work.
Skullface.
Even a country like America sways in his wake. I could not defy him. The fate of Dene lies in his hands. However, perhaps the Nishia led you here. If my children have upset the Hojun of the world, it falls to me to set it right.
Oh, that was too hard. I think you broke my hip. Hand me more of my special herbs.
You've secured the target, but he's too old to risk a full extraction. Put Code Talker in the chopper and return to base.
He
I'm
claims
perfectly capable of walking.
the dream of every ruler since the dawn of time.
I'm forced to walk here, by the way.
Your enemies' words, then unleash them on his lands, destroying only those who speak his tongue. He calls them his ethnic cleansers.
Ethnic cleansers? That's what Skullface is after. Then, in Zoya, Badiabulo was... Boss, he's gonna wipe every language besides English off the face of the earth.
I thought he was going to wipe all the English. My bad.
Isn't it? They gave us language. And now they take it away. It is thanks to them that man first learned to speak.
Yes, we didn't learn to talk normally. It was parasites. Parasites are the new nanomachines.
Clock turned back. They've been warped by the hands of man.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
Sir, why are you not a zombie?
Operational map has been updated. presence
They know you
detected.
took out the
The
skulls.
map has been
No sense
updated.
rushing things now. Wait and see what their next move is.
Please select a strike point. Analysis complete. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Okay, so this is interesting. Normally, if you don't take out the people at first, then you have a whole bunch of like zombie personnel around. But apparently, since I got rid of them, now they're up in normal, but there's reinforcements looking for me. So they had to add some kind of difficulty to it. Should still have my sniper rifle. Yeah, I do. Good. Interesting. So they wanted to make it hard no matter what. So I think it's kind of cool. They actually thought of that. Like, okay, well, what if they do this? Unfortunately, like the nearest helicopter point is over here. Where are these guys coming from?
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Alright, so this nightmare is almost over.
This is B-Quad. On station.
It's a very long stream. I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours just about.
Mission has been updated.
So the next one is another fight with skulls. They're gonna down the helicopter. And I need to fight them off, which is kind of tricky because there's not a lot of cover. You're back at the airport, so there's like almost no cover anywhere.
The map has been updated. Weather will clear shortly. Extraction arrived.
Okay,
at
cool. So
Mother Base.
quiet's okay. That's good.
Alright, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat. next
Unfortunately,
time.
like I said, I still don't have the 50 cal for quiet just yet, so... Because it's gonna come in handy real quick.
We found the bodies of the two missing Intel team members in Lufwa Valley. We knew we wouldn't get them back alive, but still, it's a damn shame. Don't let their sacrifice go to waste, boss. We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base. That old man, Code Talker, he's the only hope we've got.
It should be a cutscene right now. Should be. I mean, my memory's been pretty far off today, but we'll see. Here we go. Yep, I was right on that. Okay, cool.
Tell me how to fight it.
I hid the answer in a microbe this one carries. It turns the male parasites into females, preventing reproduction. One parasite infecting another.
Oops, I dropped it out of the helicopter.
However, it doesn't affect only the parasite. It alters the host as well. Your infection will be contained, but you and your men will also be rendered infertile.
Great, no vasectomy.
That is the price you must pay to regain your speech.
That freak show back there. They the work of your children too?
A different strain from the vocal cord
That
parasite,
didn't match up.
known as the one that covers. It acts as the host's skin, providing strength in exchange for nourishment. But I did not know those men were infected. They were forced to serve him, then steal my research.
Or B.
Have you seen one of their vehicles?
The yellow cake.
Captured a convoy they were escorting. Cargo, some kind of mineral.
What became of it? The metallic archaea.
Clouds ahead!
It's them.
Now, I think originally when the game came out, before one of the many patches this has received, it dropped you into this mission. Like, you had to actually, like, call in support for weapons to be dropped to you, but now it gives you actually a loadout screen to prepare yourself, so you can put on armor and rocket launchers and everything else. It was definitely a big improvement.
Mission
Boss,
is
are you
updated.
okay?
You mean okay.
Core parasites that have infected Mother Base. They're ethnic cleansers designed to silence those who don't fit into Skullface's worldview. We can't allow him to have such power. Go over the mission details and get going ASAP.
This one does more damage to do that. Buddy, let's go with Quiet still. She's probably gonna get screwed up, but can really use it. Let's see, equipment, secondary. This one you really want to go full lethal on everything. Ever developed a corn? No, I didn't. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. You can get like a handheld, like missile launcher. I never developed it. I forgot about it. So this will do the most damage. And then character, we're gonna put on big old battle dress. Bulk up, because I'm in for a fight. Let's do it. It's going to be another cutscene. It's going to show us crashing, and then the fight is on. I basically have to draw them away from Code Talker, who's just sitting out in the open. There's armored skulls, like the ones who throw big gigantic rocks at you that I fought earlier. And there's a whole bunch of other like zombie soldiers running around too. And you're in the middle of an airstrip, so there's almost no cover to hide behind. Quiet actually used to not be able to be deployed in this mission, and they put her back in as a patch. It was an oversight. No, that's what it was. I couldn't remember. Okay, so what happened was that Quiet was originally allowed to be playable in this mission, but it would crash and wipe out your save file. So Konami had to go, like, say, hey, whatever you do for this mission, do not use Quiet or you're going to screw everything up there. Wait for a patch. Don't play the mission, stop playing the game, or don't use Quiet. But that's been taken care of. So Quiet's not a problem here anymore. I forgot entirely about that till right now. So I'm okay, Quiet's okay, and a 100-year-old brittle man is somehow okay. In fact, he didn't even fall out of his seat.
Can't get close to your position right now.
Hurry! They are coming.
So as long as you're careful with where your guns are, you don't have to worry about zombies attacking Code Talker. They're more focused on you. Just don't hang around them. Run, Snake, come on. I don't know why, but like he is... I am not healing. Really? That's not supposed to kill. Not at that rank. I mean, this is why it's so annoying. These guys are like super armored. You don't have too strong of stuff. I don't have the best rocket launcher possible. For whatever reason, also it wasn't healing me. If you stay hidden for long enough, like if you're not taking enough damage, you're supposed to heal up, and it just wouldn't do it.
So that missed his network. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now.
Stop targeting them.
Supplies requested.
Run.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Supply drop complete.
Shoot, that hurt. Get up! What the hell? I've lost control. Great. Thanks, game. Yeah, so apparently, yeah, it's not saying my battery is low, the battery is dead. It didn't give me any warning, so give me a second. So this battle is so freaking frustrating. These guys are stronger than usual. Let's make sure it shows. Okay, good, it's charging.
Supplies requested.
Game. Keep trying to put me back in that menu. It's like, no.
Supply drop complete.
What? That is bullcrap.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
At that range, it should not have killed me. Now you see the fun of this mission, so I'm actually going to extract out. And get myself a supply grenade. So basically, instead of having to go and navigate the menu, which it keeps trying to put me into after I exit out of it, I can just throw a flare and it'll drop a supply wherever I put it. So that'll be a lot easier. Because the game is not acting right. As you can even hear right there, that's not supposed to be, yeah, it was loading up before, so go figure. Okay, so let's try this again. Mission select.
Please select a mission.
No. And let's see, equipment. Support weapons. Don't need you. Flare supply, there we go. Alright, let's try it again. Okay, it's still charging. It's like I noticed that I looked down and it wasn't having any of it. Just need to get past this mission and then everything will be alright. And I'll probably be ending the stream afterwards because I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. It's about 3.5 or so. Sneaky steak.
Are you okay? So that mist is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. You need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
That was awesome. Probably gonna die because he's right next to me. Yeah. He teleported right in to take that hit from the rocket launcher. That is absurd.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, one's down. Good.
Supply drop complete.
Supply drop complete my butt. It's not there. Alright, there we go, finally. Alright. Well, thanks for hanging out, Nimix. Like I said, I hope you and the missus feel better. I'm actually going to be ending the stream in just about a minute or so, because I just got to get Kotalk on the plane and we're out of here. Yep, see you later. Have a good one.
This is Pequod, arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod, on station at LZ. Get in, boss.
Well, as soon as the helicopter gets down here, sure. Be more than happy to. There we go.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss.
So this should now stop the infection going through Mother Base, so I can actually stop playing once it's completed. Because if you leave before then, you will have people die when you're not playing. The game clock continues to run inside.
Skullface is no longer in Africa. The nuclear test was a success. Now they turned their knives on me.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The detonation test took place 5 years ago in the southern Indian Ocean. The final test was the opposite, to prevent detonation.
You mean?
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals containing tiny amounts of uranium in the form of metallic archaea. Once on site, the metallic archaea enrich the uranium and weaponize it. Loaded onto all-terrain bipedal machines, they ensure any country, armed group, even the smallest terrorist cell, can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey.
A nuke business to replace the arms business. And Skullface owns the market.
The very atmosphere of nukes, anywhere and everywhere. Deterrence on all sides.
So that's why he ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator. It fails safe only he controls. Any such weapon can be deactivated whenever he chooses, regardless of who owns it or their intent to use it.
Nukes. Controlled by a man, not a country. If they proliferate, conventional nukes lose all value. Political, military, and economic. The two superpowers become powerless.
So basically contaminate the uranium that goes inside nuclear weapons. He can basically cause them to be inert, so then you don't have a nuclear explosion. So therefore, Skullface can pretty much make everybody useless.
The R&D and medical teams have come up with a proposal for a new suit that applies Code Talker's research, the Parasite suit. Apparently, it can recreate some of the Skull's unusual abilities. But in order to use those abilities, it needs parasites. If you want to wear this suit, you're going to need to get a hold of parasites by extracting skulls.
Alright, so this should, I think, land us either at the quarantine facility or back on Mother Base. Then the outbreak should be stopped. Fingers crossed. For now, at least. It's going to kick up again, but it's part of the story.
We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base, what's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikango strain, meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikango.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Use this. A type of Wolbachia, introduced to a sample of the parasite. The parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. You must cultivate more.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this.
Yay! Alright, so that means that the outbreak is contained for now. It's going to happen again. And this is going to see... Okay, now we're interrogating Huey again. So this game repeats itself. They also interrogate Quiet again, but it's a different scene finally.
What are those legs made of? Titanium? All the way to the femur.
Hopefully it doesn't eat through the deck like an alien's blood.
Metallic archaea.
Sahelanthropus. Where is it?
What?
We have to know before his plan is complete. Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
If the Soviets break out a mobile, controllable nuclear weapon, East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis. The Cold War returns to life, as countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight, and on the brink of annihilation, the world maintains its balance. But we know this is all just a shield, a ruse. The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes, and the only one that can still be used. Skullface is the world's greatest threat, and Zero's. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me.
Just kill him. Kill him.
Okay, B-Zero. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers. That's what you're looking for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it. It wasn't designed to accommodate a human pilot. No! No! Wait!
We got word from Afghanistan. Everyone at the Soviet base camp's dead. No sign of fighting. Parasites. Skullface's men then headed north. The target is OKB-0. That's where he'll activate Sahelanthropus. Unless we stop him, he'll go down in history a conquering victor. We can't let that happen. Wipe him out. Don't leave any trace of his existence.
I'm gonna need backup on this one.
You'll rendezvous on site.
Yay! To be continued. But not by me, not now at least. It will be though, probably maybe next stream. I'm thinking probably tomorrow, since I stream about every day. Be wrapping it up here in just a moment. Just wanted to get that infection contained. Because like I said before, if you've never played this game, there's an outbreak there, and if you don't complete the missions here, like if you just turn off your console, people continue to die when the game's not running. So people have made that mistake before when the game came out, and then they just like stopped playing, and then like came back to it 3 days later, and like 90% of their mother base had been completely wiped out. So now I can accept all these people.
Mission list updated. Development project has been added.
All sorts of development stuff. So let's see what I can develop real fast before we end the stream for tonight. And if you were here earlier, if you were lurking the entire time earlier, I apologize about how boring the stream was, because there was like a good 30 minutes or so I had to spend just sifting through all the people who spoke Congo to get them out of my army, get them quarantined. There was no way to proceed through the rest of the game until that point happened, which was murder. So it was like quite boring, and like I said, I apologize if you had to sit through all that, because it's not fun to watch. It's not fun to do, it's not fun to watch at all. It was probably one of the worst things Kojima could have done in this game, and he did it. Because the game kept dumping people on me, so I had like 259 people total I had to quarantine. It was insane. Okay, real quick, let's check to see what the base facilities are, if there's anything I can set to develop overnight before I play again tomorrow.
Commencing platform construction. Commencing platform construction.
There we go, so that way I'm not in the red. Alright, so, with that... we have reached the end of the stream for tonight. I apologize, like I said, if you're watching or lurking earlier where I had to go through and sift through all the Kikongo members. It was not fun. I'm sorry you guys had to sit through that if you were watching. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out. Lurkers are always welcomed here as well. So I definitely want to thank Nimix, Patrick, I think Ronnie dropped by, Fico. I'm sorry I didn't see your message earlier. It just didn't enter my brain that you had said something there. Let's see. Shiro no Usagi showed up as well. And Friendly Tiger as well. I had a lot of people drop by tonight, which is pretty cool. So thanks to everybody who hung out there. I will be back streaming again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just plug it into Google. It will convert. It'll say 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is this for wherever you are in the world. You can also follow me on social media. You don't have to follow, but you can bookmark it. Occasionally drop by. My Twitter is @Wurzel555. I always post up there when I'm going to be streaming. I usually hint for what it is, or I'll just say exactly like Metal Gear Solid 5, whatever. And if I need to cancel or reschedule the time, I post it there as well, so that way you can stay in the loop. So I think tomorrow I'll probably be playing this again. I really want to get past the series because I've been doing Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5 straight through. So I want to definitely get this done with. We're nearing kind of the halfway or mostly end of it, because after this mission you wipe out Skullface. And the follow-up attacks there destroy the Metal Gear. Then it's almost like repeating, and then the game ends. It's really weird because the game's not finished. So I'll be back with that, and usually I try to stream Metal Gear Solid 2 days in a row. Then we'll do something else fun, like I started off the stream playing Double Switch. So thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you guys all back again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's roll my closing out movies, and I'll see you guys next time.
9 years ago, their private army was decimated by a secret organization. These men promptly escaped to a new base off the coast of Africa. Today, still hunted by XOF, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can fight them, maybe you can hire the D-Dogs.